All right, Shalom, Israel. This is the brother Shaquat Gabar from the Great Millstone Charlotte Camp coming at you with another lesson. And before I get into my lesson, I want to start off giving all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakal Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone that rule well, and salutation to the fellow laborers out there that pushing his word day in and day out, the hopefully elect. Shalom. So basically, I'm going to do a quick lesson on who the world calls God, which his name is Yahweh, and his son, who the world calls Jesus Christ, which his name is Yahweh Shai, which there are two dark-skinned entities, so-called, what you would call so-called black men, so-called Negroes, man, and it's beautiful because the Lord is bringing the elect of the nation of Israel together, man, which consider the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. You starting to see the Lord bringing back the nation of Israel together, man. Because for a long time, man, we was divided as a nation, man. We didn't know, we was all related to one bloodline, man. Through the divide and conquer Esau, man, these so-called white people, man, and taking down the nation of Israel and dividing us, man, calling us blacks, calling us Latinos, Native Americans, putting these bywords and proverbs, these false identities upon us, man. But through the Spirit and through the Lord having his prophets out there, starting with the men of Great Millstone, the apostles and elders on down, the Lord has put us back into remembrance, man, as the scripture says, man, through the Spirit that we are the same nation, man. All us came from the same bloodline, man. Israel, man. The real Israelites, man. And it's beautiful, man, because now you're starting to see tribes coming together to push this word, man. You're seeing the blacks, the southern kingdom, which consider Judah, Benjamin, Levi, the Negroes, the Jamaicans, West Indies, the Haitians, coming together, preaching this word, man. And you also seeing the Northern Kingdom, what's considered the Latino tribes and the so-called Native Americans, man. The Indian tribes, man, come together as one, and it's coming together in the Spirit, pushing His word, man. And that's beautiful, man, because that's showing you that we are in a time that the Lord is about to gather the nation of Israel, the elect, and set up the kingdom of Israel here on the earth, man. Once all hell break loose, and the Lord have his angels protecting the elect, the ones that's going to repent and cry out to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai and believe in the names of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, that's going to be in the right spirit and one accord in the true doctrine, which is the doctrine that we teach here at Great Millstone, man. We believe that through the spirit, man, of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. And the Lord is gathering the elect, man, because the Lord is about to bring destruction to this place, man. All hell is about to break loose here in America, man. And seeing the nation of Israel come together as one in the same mind frame, in the same doctrine, on one accord in the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, that's beautiful. And that's a clear sign that the downfall of our enemies, which are you so-called white people, you Edomites, and the rest of you heathens that's outside the nation of Israel, are going down, man. Because if your bloodline don't go back to Negro, Latino, and Native American descent through the seed or the offspring of your father, you're considered a heathen, man. And the Lord is coming back to bring judgment, man. But the elect is going to be delivered out of it, man, for believing on Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. And this is Isaiah chapter 14, verse 1. For the Lord, Yahweh, will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land. And the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. So the Lord is going to have mercy on the nation of Israel, man, starting off with the elect. And they say the strangers is going to cleave unto the house of Jacob, meaning the foreigners, man, the Israelite foreigners, man. The Gentiles of Israel that lost their custom, that lost their heritage, man, that lost their identity. at all, at one point in time, as a whole, we all lost the identity of us being Israel, man. But now we're coming back and cleaving on to our heritage, man, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah. And like I say, man, majority of Israel is Negroes, Latino, Native Americans, but you're gonna have confused faces also, man. That might not look like your average, typical Israelite, man. Because Israel, through the curses, the Lord has scattered us throughout all nations, man. So our seed is mingled amongst all these nations. So you're going to have some of these heathens, so-called heathens, that might look like a typical white man, Chinese, Japanese, Arabs. But if they if their bloodline go back to Negro, Latino, and Native American descent, they are Israelites, man. And that's another beautiful thing, man. Even the Lord is waking up these confused faces, man. That might look like a heathen, but through the spirit, they're Israelites because of the seed of their father, man. So we coming together, man. Not only the average so-called looking Negro, Latino, and Native American, but the ones of the confused faces that's coming in the same spirit, man, of pushing his word, man. See, these devils, man, they can't stop it, man. That's why they so afraid, man. That's why they always want to label black Hebrew Israelites, man. But the Lord's showing you that this is not just a black thing, man. It's not all just about the Negroes, man. Because the Lord is going to choose. The Lord choosing 144,000, 12,000 out of each tribe, man. And we're going to come look. The elect is going to come looking in any color, man. Not just black, man. And black just a negative word that they put on us, man. A false label, man. Because when you look into that word black, it go back into the meaning negativity, evil, and that was the so-called white man want to portray us, but we really the righteous, and he portray himself being white. Because you look into that word white, it means innocent, pure, and nothing innocent or pure about these so-called white people, man. They're Edomites, man, and they're red. And the word Edom simply mean red, man. This is Amos chapter 9, verse 11. In that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen. So the Lord is raising up the tabernacle of David, man. Who's the tabernacle of David? The Israelites, man. The elect of the nation of Israel. The ones that was back then, with David, man. So we fell as a nation, man. That was the last time we really was a nation together, man. Before the Lord split the two kingdoms up, man. And had the northern kingdom go through the Syrian captivity, and years later come over here to the Americas, and the southern kingdom went into captivity under the Babylonians, and throughout all those years, over thousands and thousands of years, now we're at the point that we're together, because the Lord has brought us together over here in captivity, man, through the doings of the so-called white man, coming over here taking the lands from the Latinos and the Native Americans, and put them in slavery, and years later coming and grabbing up the southern kingdom off the west coast of Africa and from off of Europe, from out of Europe, brought us over here to the different islands and to America, man. But now we're in a time, we're here together in the captivity, but now we're in the time that the Lord is raising us up, man, And like I say, even the ones that scatter amongst all nations, man, because we all, because as the curse, we was scattered and put in captivity under the hands of all our enemies, man. But this is the main captivity over here in the Western Hemisphere, in America, man. But the Lord is gathering us, man. The tabernacle of David, man, being risen up. In that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen, and close up the branches thereof. And that's what the Lord is doing, man. He's closing up the branches, man. The branches, man. Meaning he's closing up, gathering and sealing the elect, man. Because 2/3 of our people, or you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and you confuse faces, you know. You don't want to come back to the power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. You reject the power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. So when all hell break loose, you're gonna to receive that judgment for not believing on Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. But the elect is gonna trust in the Lord and look for the Lord to deliver them, man. And the Lord is gonna, and the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is gonna deliver the nation of Israel, the elect. And it said, and I will raise up his ruins, and I will build it as in the days of old. So now the Lord is building up the nation of Israel, man. Starting off with the elect, as in the days of old, man. That time when King David, King Solomon, you know, was ruling, you know. We coming back, man. You know, in that stead, man. And it's through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Because it's time for Yahushua to bring his kingdom, man. And when Yahushua return, by the ways of the so-called UFOs, which are the chariots and the angels, you know, and the Lord come back, man, he's going to bring destruction to this place, destroy these nations' army, you know, and he also going to deliver the elect of the nation of Israel by delivering them, by beaming them up out of the destruction from them 30 more nuclear missiles, man. That's in the Bible, man. Because America is going to be destroyed by thermonuclear missiles. And there's going to be a lot of missiles being launched off, hitting other nations as well. But America's going to get the worst of it, man. The whole land of America is going to be destroyed according to the Bible. But Yahushua is going to deliver the elect by delivering them from the destruction. Then later on, he's going to set the elect up on the earth to rebuild the kingdom of Israel, man. With you heathens being our slaves, man. Because that's what your future is, man. Being slaves under the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, the Israelites. Starting off with you so-called white people. This is Isaiah chapter 11, verse 13. The envy, let me see. I'll start off at verse 12. This is Isaiah chapter 11, verse 12. And he shall set up an ensign for the nation, and shall assemble the outcasts of Israel, and gather together the dispersed of Judah from the four corners of the earth. The envy also of Ephraim shall depart, and the adversary of Judah shall be cut off. Ephraim shall not envy Judah, and Judah shall not vex Ephraim. So that means that the Lord is bringing the nation of Israel back together, man, the elect, man. Ain't going to be no more confusion and division amongst the nation of Israel as it is now, man. And that's why the Lord is bringing back the elect, because the elect is on one accord, man. He's starting off with the elect, man. You know, to do away with all that confusion and, you know, division, man. You know, not knowing that we are the same people, man. Thinking we are come from a different nation, you know. Thinking that we are not one, you know. The Lord is getting rid of all that, man, and bringing the elect back and reminding them and putting it in their remembrance that we are the same people, man. And we speaking the same message through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. And these people, man, these devils, man, they're afraid, man. The ones that they long time, you know, had, you know, on the bottom, you know, the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, who they brought so much calamity and dealt so treacherous to, trying to destroy us as a nation, you know, divide us as a nation. But now these elites and these Edomites, the elite of Edom, and these average Edomites, man, they're afraid, man. They're afraid that they're seeing the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans come together, man. The ones that they had down for a long time, man, rising up. This is Revelation chapter 11, verse 8. And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, which is spiritually called Sodom and Egypt, where also our Lord was crucified. And it's talking about America, man. All that is symbolic for America, man. And the Lord said that the dead bodies, meaning at one point in time, we lost our identity, man. We was in a spiritual dead state of mind, following the ways of this world, man. Following in wickedness, man. Being lost to not knowing who we are, man. Not knowing who the true power is, man. Following these false gods and these idols, man. And it said, verse 9, and they of the people and kindreds and tongues and nations shall see their dead bodies 3 days and a half, and shall not suffer their dead bodies to be put in graves. Kind of let's talk about how the heathens, they with our downfall, man. They the one that caused all the wickedness, man. Push, especially Esau, Edom, pushing his way of life amongst our people, man. They keep us mislead from the true power Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man. Keeping our people in that dead state with his lies, man. Verse 10. And they that dwell upon the earth shall rejoice over them and make merry, and shall send gifts one to another, because these two prophets tormented them that dwell on the earth. Because these nations, Esau and these other nations, man, they rejoice of our downfall, man. And during the time of, when all of them got together, and brought us down as a nation, Esau being the head, man. You so-called white people, man. And you rejoice over that, man. Because we say that the two prophets tormented them. And the two prophets are talking about the southern kingdom and the northern kingdom, man. The nation of Israel. And we, one point of time, how we tormented you heathens. Because one point of time, we was ruling during the time of King David, man. And Solomon, man. And the kings after that, man. And you devils and you heathens was under us, man. We had the rulership over you. So now you're in the time of your revenge against the nation of Israel, man. Since our downfall, man. For us going against and being rebellious against Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. And the Most High allowed you devils and you heathens to have the rule over us. So now you rejoicing. But this is what it's going to say. Continue on. Verse 11. And after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from Yahweh entered into them, and they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw them. So now we're in the time of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua putting his spirit back on us, man. Starting off with the elect, man. Showing the world that we are his chosen people, man. Now these heathens are afraid, man, because we are standing upon our feet out there pushing this word, man, on the highways and byways, by the way of the internet, and these devils, these Edomites, these so-called white people, and the rest of these nations, they are afraid, man, because they seeing the children of Israel coming back into power, coming back into their power, acknowledging their power, and preaching their downfall, man. So these devils are afraid, man. They're afraid. Well, just like in Ezekiel, when it said that, the Lord, the valley of the dry bones was talking about America. Here, over here in America, this is the most dead state of our people is in, man, over here in America, man. But the Lord said that he's going to gather up the dry bones, put flesh on them, and put the breath into them, man. And that's the elect, standing upon their feet. And these devils are getting scared, man. But this is the same chapter of the dry bones. But I'm going to go to Ezekiel chapter 37, verse 16. Moreover, thou son of man, take thee one stick and write it upon it for Judah and for the children of Israel and his companions. And that's why we got the chart out there, man. The 12 tribe chart, man. Because when people walk by and see that chart, and they only see the nation of Israel being so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, they get acquired, man. You know, they acquire of what we were doing out there, man. Then they get intrigued about, you know, hearing His word. You know, you're gonna have more than there's gonna be scoffers and scorn and reject the word, because it's only for a few. The elect is a small number. You know, but you are gonna have the ones that's gonna acknowledge the chart being real, man. You know, we believe that through faith, and we also have his historical scholarship and archaeologically, archaeology proving that we are the children of Israel, man. You can't deny it now, man. Verse 16. Then take another stick and write it upon it for Joseph, the stick of Ephraim, for all the house of Israel and his companions. So they're talking about putting all the nation of Israel up there, man. From the southern kingdom, Judah, Benjamin, Levi, and to the northern kingdom, man. You know, and then when you see the chart, man, those are the children of Israel, man. Together, man. And when the children of thy people shall speak unto thee, saying, wilt thou not show us what thou meanest by this? Meaning that you know, they acquired, man. They acquire of what this sign is, man. Because our people are lost, man. And when they see that, they go back to the 12 tribes of Israel. You're going to have some, like I said, that's going to believe, you know, but majority of them are not going to believe, man, you know, or they're not going to take heed. Verse 19, say unto them, this say the Lord power, behold, I will take the stick of Joseph, which is in the hand of Ephraim, and the tribes of Israel and his fellows, and will put them with him, and even with the stick of Judah, and make them one stick, and they shall be one in my hand. So that's the Lord doing that, man. He's bringing in the kingdoms together, man. The Ephraim, which are you so-called Puerto Ricans, you are the head tribe of the northern kingdom, man, of the Latinos and of the Native Americans and the Mexican Indians, you know, which are considered the northern kingdom. And the southern kingdom are you Judah, Benjamin, Levi, man, which the Negroes being the head tribe, and the West Indies, Jamaicans, and the Haitians today, man. And the Lord is bringing us together, man, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. And it said, and the sticks whereon thou writtest shall be in thy hand before thy eyes, and say unto them, this say the Lord power, behold, I will take the children of Israel from among the heathen, whether thou be gone, and they will gather them on every side and bring them into their own land. And that's the Lord bringing back the nation of Israel, starting off with the elect. And when Yahweh shall return, he's going to deliver the elect and set them in his kingdom, man, which is going to be on the earth, the nation of Israel, man, the land of Israel. Right after you gutter rats, you fake Jews get nuked off that land, man, because you're not the real Israelites, man. You're imposters, man. And Yahweh Shai going to have it through the spirit for when this war takes place, this nuclear missile, this third world war that's going to be fought by the way, mainly by the nuclear missiles, is going to destroy America and Israel, man. But Israel is going to be rebuilt by the true Israelites, man, the Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans. But America is going to be destroyed, man. It's never going to be rebuilt. It's going to be a wasteland forever, man. This is on Ezekiel chapter 36, verse 24. For I will take you from among the heathen and gather you out of all the countries and will bring you into your own land. Then will I sprinkle clean water upon you, and you shall be clean, and all your filthiness from all your idols will I cleanse. That's talking about Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, renewing our spirit, man. You know, giving us those new bodies, you know, because we're going to have those angelic bodies, super men, super women, you know, our children going to have those superhuman bodies, man, you know, and that's in the scriptures, man. It might sound like a fairy tale to the unbelief, you know, the ones that can't see it, but the elect know what Yahweh Bashim Yahushua got on store for us, man. And he's going to change our wicked flesh into that righteous body, man, incorruptible body. And it said, then will I sprinkle clean water upon you, and you shall be clean, from all your filthiness and from all your idols, and will I cleanse you. A new heart also will I give you, and a new spirit. And it said, what I put there within you, I will take away the stony heart out of your flesh, and will give you a heart, a heart of flesh. Meaning the Lord is going to change our whole mindset, man. Putting the law, statutes, and commandments in us, man. As written in Jeremiah 31, the new covenant, man. With the house of Israel. Putting the law, statutes, and commandments in our inward parts, man. So we're not gonna go off, man. Continue on. It says, and you shall dwell in the land that I give to your fathers, and you shall be my people, and I'll be your power. So the Lord is going to have mercy on the nation of Israel, starting off with the elect, man. You know, He's going to change our whole body, man, our whole mindset, man. Put His spirit in us that we're not going to go off anymore. You know. That's what the elect is looking for, man. Brothers like myself, praying that we be part of that election, man, because that's what we want to inherit. Beside the kingdom, you know, beside the slaves, you know, the women, you know, the spiritual power that the Lord is going to give His men, you know, the different planets, the rulership. One of the main things you're supposed to be looking for is being righteous, man. Having your mind frame change and totally being righteous and keeping the law, statute, commandments to 100%, man. Doing the will of the Lord perfectly, man. You know, that's one of the main things I look for, man. The top thing, man. You know, ready to be changed, man. You know, to receive those laws in our inward part, man. Isaiah chapter 65, verse 8. And it said, "This is the Lord, as the new wine is found in the cluster, and one said, destroy it not, for a blessing is ended. So will I do for my servant's sake, that I may not destroy them all. And I will bring forth a seed out of Jacob and out of Judah, an inheritor of my mountains, and my elect shall inherit it, and my servant shall dwell therein." And that's talking about the Lord not destroying the nation of Israel as a whole, man. Because like I say, man, the Lord is about to bring this judgment to this earth, man. And mainly, He's going to do it, you know, because of the wickedness of you Edomites and the 2/3 of our people that want to join hand in hand with you Edomites, man. So 2/3 is going to be cut off and die, man, according to Zechariah chapter 13 and 8, man. You know, but they're going to, you know, they'll come back into the kingdom through being the offspring of the elect, you know, because they're Israelites too, what you call reincarnation. That's the way they're going to inherit the kingdom. But the elect is going to be the foundation of the kingdom, man. That's that small cluster of grapes that the Lord said He's not going to destroy it, man. Because the blessing is in it. And what is the blessing of that small number of them grapes is representing the elect, man. And the blessing is that the world is going to be renewed, you know, in righteousness by the power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua through the elect, man. With King David and 144,000 and the 1/3, man. Get a quick precept to back that up. This is 2nd Esdras chapter 9, verse 20. "So I considered the world, and behold, there was perils because of the devices that will come into it." And kind of meaning this world is full of wickedness, man. Ever since you Edomites came into the power, with your technology, all your lies, all the propaganda you push of wickedness, man. And it said, "And I saw and separated greatly, and had kept me a great of the cluster, and a plant of a great people." So the Lord is going to bring destruction on this wicked earth, man. Call the wickedness that's taking place, man. But He's going to separate the elect from the world, man, from this wicked world, and put His spirit on them to do righteous, man. You know, to know and understand the truth and call out upon Him so they can be delivered, man. And that once again, that's that great, man. And it said, I saw and spared it greatly, and had kept me a great of the cluster, and a plant of a great people. That's talking about the elect, the 144,000, the 1/3. Let the multitude perish then, which was born in vain. And who was the multitude that's going to perish that was born in vain, man? 2/3 of you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, mainly, man. You know, because you here on this earth and not knowing who you are, not knowing who your power is, you living your life in vain, man. And want to do wickedness, thinking that this is the way of life. Really, you are dead, so you're going to be destroyed, man. But the Lord is going to deliver the elect. Because the elect is going to realize why they're here on the earth, man. And that to praise Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, keep the law, statutes, commandments, and do the work of the Lord, man. And exalt Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. And it said, let the multitude perish then, which was born in vain, and let my grape be kept, and my plant, for with great labor have I made it perfect. So the Lord took his time, man, to make the elect, man. You know, and the elect is precious in the eyes of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man. You know, because through the elect, man, that's how everything's going to be renewed, man, once again. When the elect is on top, man. And this earth is set up through righteousness, through the power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Yahushua being the king, man. You know, king, you know, Yahushua being the king, you know, he's going to receive his glory, and we're going to be joint heirs, man, right along with King David, man, which is going to be our king also, man, under Yahushua and over the nation of Israel. Let me get this last scripture. And this is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 3, verse 9. They that put their trust in him shall understand the truth, and such as be faithful in love shall abide with him. For grace and mercy is to his saints. He had cared for his elect. So the Lord is caring for the elect. Why? Because they're going to put their trust in Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. They're going to abide with Yahweh Bashim Yahushua in all faith, truth, and sincerity, man. You know? So brothers, man, we pray that we be part of that number, man, because we know what Yahweh Bashim Yahushua got a store for us, man. In this up-and-coming kingdom, this rulership that he's about to give to the nation of Israel, man. You know? So brothers, keep fighting, keep pushing. Pray for that strength to endure, man. We know that all hell is about to break loose. These devils about to come down with that great wrath. But we got to trust in Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man. He's going to keep our enemies from coming against us, man. You know? We already know that majority of our people are not going to listen. They're going to be blind and want to fulfill their lust in this world. But we already know what the outcome of the ones of our people that's not going to come back to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. So we only concerned with the elect and pray ourselves that we be part of the elect, man. Because it's beautiful seeing the nation of Israel starting off with the elect, man, coming together, man, in the same spirit, man, in the same mind frame, uplifting and exalting the name of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man. It's beautiful, man. You know, brothers, we almost out of here, man. So keep fighting, keep pushing, praying that this video be edifying, you know, to the brothers out there, you know, to the ones that's watching, man, the sisters, you know, and the brothers, you know, so you know, just keep fighting and keep pushing, man, because we almost out of here, man. Our salvation is near in what we believe, man. So to the next time, I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakah Kodash, double honors to our apostles and elders at Great Millstone that rule well, and salutation to the fellow laborers that's out there pushing his word, doing the ministry of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, day in and day out with all faith, truth, and sincerity, man. Till the next time, Shalom.